All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Tevera to fill out your learning contract. This will cover, we're going to look at this on a foundation BSW learning contract, but the process will be the same. So here I am in my Tevera. I'm going to click on my assignments and I'll see a list of assignments. So here I have my foundation generalist learning contract. It says in progress because I've already started clicking through it. If not, you would just click like any of your others and then you would click start. So here I am in the learning contract. I'm going to go ahead and open it. And so I'm going to read all of the directions. So here I see what it's telling me to do, where I'm going to submit it. So you're going to go through this process, fill in each question. They are, they're read like this if they're required. And they are blue if they're not. So if you don't have a site supervisor, for example, that would be something that you don't put in. If you do have a site supervisor, you would. So you're going to go through, answer all of these questions. This top section of questions is really meant to just kind of get you thinking about your placement and what you're going to accomplish and what your goals are. Now here I have more specific instructions about the learning contract, how many activities you need, how to personalize. This kind of gets more into the content, and here in this video, I'm showing you more what to do. So you have all of these instructions. Now I get here into my boxes. So I see here I am in competency 1. My practice behaviors are on the left side of the box. Each of these needs 2 activities, 2 placement-specific learning activities, unless there's some already built in. So, this is one of the ones that's already built in. I will identify 2 actual and or potential ethical dilemmas. That's already built in, but I'm still, so if you are doing a BSW placement or your generalist foundation placement, we have a drop down here for your verification. So you're going to click into this little verification and you're going to pick whichever one of these is the most appropriate, or if you want to add your own, you actually click here in this little box and then you can type something else in and then you click OK. Oops, let me do that again. Now I'm going to click on other and there that shows up. So I can type in my own or I can select. Again, this is only if you're a BSW or doing your foundation placement. By the time you get to your advanced MSW placement, we're going to have you come up with those verification methods on your own. But simply you're going to go through and fill in some sort of activity that's specific to you for every single one of these boxes. If you have a drop down, you're going to select one of these things as your verification. If you're doing the verifications yourself and you don't have a drop down, common ones that we use are discuss in supervision. Develop a reflection document, develop a report, a presentation, some sort of fact sheet or other usable document, or attend or participate in an event. So you can use other things in that, but those are common ones. So once I fill in all of my items on my learning contract, I'm going to move down here to submit. So a couple things I want to show you first. We want you to be sharing this with your field instructor before it gets to them for review, because again, you're going to share this with your instructor, your field faculty liaison first, but we want to make sure you've been talking about this with your field supervisors. If you're there with them in person and you're looking at this on a computer with them, fantastic. But if not, you can always come up here to this little print icon. When I click print, it's going to turn the document into a PDF, which then I can download and email to my supervisor. So one way or the other, you should be sharing this with your field instructor before it gets to them for signature. They can't see it just when you're in here typing. They don't have access to it till you send it to them. Once I'm done, I'm going to submit it. So it's going to go to my field faculty liaison, so my course instructor. I'm going to sign. And then when I click to submit, I'm going to get this little pop-up that's going to ask me who needs to sign off. So if I have a site supervisor, so this is my non-social work supervisor that's there on site with me, then I'm going to select this person. They're going to be the first one that sees it since they're the one that's kind of working with me on a regular basis. If I don't have one of those people and I just have a social work field instructor, then I'll click skip this signature. Then I'm going to select my field instructor. And then I'm going to select my faculty field liaison, so whoever is teaching my seminar course. And then I'm going to click submit and it will move through. Now I'm going to see that it's waiting on whoever I submitted it to. Your field faculty liaison, they're going to review this. Most likely they're going to send it back to you for changes. So you'll get a notification in your Tevera. You'll be able to open it back up. You'll see their comments. You'll make those edits and then you'll submit again, just in the exact same process. And once they approve, it will automatically move on to your supervisors for signature. You will be able to track it in this view here so that you see who has it. It is your responsibility to make sure it's moving through that process in a timely manner so that you meet your due date. And that is how you use Tevera to complete your field learning contract.